So, what is the best trading software with buy and sell signals? Now, as you know, there are three pillars of trading. The first is you need to have a trading strategy. The second pillar is you need to have the right tools. And the third pillar is that you need to have the right mindset. Now, when I say tools, I'm talking about a trading software that helps me with my trading strategy. And in this video, I'll show you how to find the best one. Now, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've done a few how to find the best whatever videos before. For example, how to find the best broker, how to find the best trading strategy. And every time I do a best video, I first define what best means. And for that, I'm choosing criteria that are important to me. Now, these criteria can be different for you, and that's fine. But here are the criteria that I use when looking for the best trading software. So let's jump onto our handy dandy notebook. Now, first of all, a trading software needs to support my trading strategy. And here are the three elements of a trading strategy. Number one, a trading strategy tells you what should I trade. Number two, a trading strategy tells you when to enter. And number three, a trading strategy tells you when to exit. When exiting, there's two ways to exit. I mean, one is with a profit and one is with a loss. Anyhow, so obviously the best trading software needs to answer the questions. So let's start with the first one. For what should I trade? I want a scanner that scans through all of the stocks or options that are out there and finds the best ones to trade for me. So the first criteria that is important to me is a configurable scanner, because as you know, I do not want to just stumble across a stock or choose the stocks that the talking heads on TV are recommending. Anyhow, so but let me do the following. Let's write down the criteria first, and then we will compare the two trading tools that I personally use. Now, the next that the trading strategy is asking for is when to enter. So this is where, for me, it's important that trading software should give me very specific buy or sell signals. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, next, for me, I want to know when to exit. And when to exit, I actually want to know the stop loss and the profit target. Okay, so this is super important because I want to know when to exit right when I enter the trade. And that's what I do, right? Anyhow, so these are the three basic criteria. If a software does not fulfill those criteria, it can't be the best, right? I mean, is this making sense thus far? Because if it does, do me a favor and click on like right now. But I also want to dig a little bit deeper. This is the absolute minimum here, but now I also would like to know how many shares or contracts I should trade if I'm trading options. You see, that is basic risk management, and for me, that's critical. So criteria number 4 is I want to know what is my position size based on my account size. Is this making sense? Because I mean, it's great if the software tells you right now buy Apple, for example, but I mean, how many shares or how many options? Now, the next thing on my list, again, these are my criteria, how I look for the best trading software. And the next thing is a trade report. And here's what that means. I want to know every single trade that occurred over the past year or the past 2 years or the past 3 years with the exact entry, the exact date, the position size, the profit target, the stop loss, and the result. So I want to know, how did this trading strategy perform over the past year? Now, and since I haven't done a trading report, I would like to also see a summary for all of these trades. And this is called a performance report. So in the performance report, I see the winning percentage, the return on investment, the average winning trade, the average losing trade, the profit factor, and other key KPIs, key performance indicators that are important to me. Now, here is why the performance report is so important to me. The performance report gives me confidence. You see, when I know how the stock performed over the past year or the past 2 years or the past 3 years, I have much more confidence entering the next trade because I know what to expect. Anyhow, so these are my 6 criteria. Now, Let's use the two tools that I'm personally using and compare them using this criteria. So as you know, right now I'm trading two strategies, and one of them is called the PowerX strategy. And for this, I'm using a tool called the PowerX Optimizer. And another strategy that I trade is the wheel. And to support me in my decisions there, I'm using the wheel calculator. Let's talk about a configurable scanner. And this is where you see I actually had a software programmed for myself because I couldn't find any software that meets all these 6 criteria. So with the PowerX Optimizer, you see, when I scan for stocks that I want to trade, I can configure what are my basic criteria. For example, I want to see a 60% return on investment. I mean, if the stock hasn't produced over the past year at least 60% return on investment, I don't want to trade it. Now, for me personally, I like to see stocks that are between $5 and $250. But you see, if you have a smaller account, you might want to consider trading stocks between $5 and $100. I want to see a profit factor that is higher than 3 and a risk and reward ratio that is higher than 2. I want to see that over the past year, this strategy on this particular stock has produced at least 12 trades. Why is this important? Because I don't want to see that only 1 or 2 trades, because that's not representative for results, right? I want to see at least 12 trades. And for me personally, I want to see a minimum winning percentage of 40%. Now, for you, it can be different. You might choose to go with 50%. You might choose to go with 60%. I personally, I'm fine with 40%. The minimum volume that the stock is traded at, I want to see at least 500,000. So this is what I can do. And this is when the scanner runs and produces every day a list of stocks for me to trade. So these are the ones that you see here in the lower right. So for today, for example, we have BTAI as a sell signal, CVAT as a buy signal, DKS as a sell signal, and so on. But let's go back to our criteria here. So the configurable scanner, obviously PowerX Optimizer has it because I had a development team programming this software according to my criteria. But you see, it doesn't matter what tool you use. The important thing is, in order to compare different tools, and you'll see where I'm going with this here in a moment, in order to compare different tools, it is super important that you have criteria to compare them against. I mean, you don't want to just go with look and feel, right? Anyhow, so I also want to see specific buy and sell signals. Let's go back to PowerX Optimizer. This is for every stock, whether I'm choosing BTAI, BioXcel Therapeutics. See, it tells me exactly when to sell. Sell to open when the price drops below 40.75. So I know exactly, there's no guesswork. Should I sell today, or should I sell tomorrow, or should I sell in the open, or should I sell in the close? Now for CVET, it tells me buy to open at 23.10. So I know exactly when to buy and when to sell. So here, obviously, yes, check. Now I want to know my stop loss and my profit target. And this is where PowerX Optimizer, this is why it's called the Optimizer, goes back over the past year and looks for the optimal stop loss and the optimal profit target. And it shows me right here, you see, even before I enter the trade, I see that here I want to go long and I want to take profits as soon as prices move up to $32. It's a little bit outside of the range here, you see up here. I also want to see that I'm getting out of this if I'm going down to 21.62. So you see, I know exactly when to take profits and when to exit. No guesswork here whatsoever. So needless to say, yes, it's done. Now I also would like to know how many shares or how many options should I trade, whether I'm trading stocks or options. So here it shows me, based on the account size that I've chosen, it's 270. Let me just show you. So here for this example, as you know, here on YouTube, I'm trading live a rather small account of $20,000 and I want to risk 2% of my account. Now let's say that you have a smaller account and your account is only $10,000 and you want to risk 2% of the account. You see, it'll recalculate right now the position size and tells you, well, based on your account size, you should trade only 135 shares. Anyhow, you get the idea here. So yes, it actually calculates the position size based on my risk criteria. Now, does it do a trading report? Of course, it does a trading report. This is what you see here. So in the trading report, it shows you exactly over the past year, when should I have entered? When should I have exited? Did I go long? Did I buy or did I sell? What was my position size? What was the entry price? What was my profit target? What was the stop loss? What happened? So where did I actually exit? And what is the profit? Now, very important. This is what would have happened if I had traded this stock CVAT according to the rules of the PowerX strategy. As you know, the PowerX strategy is a strategy that I personally use that has very specific rules. I'm not trading based on my gut feeling because, as you know, I strive to create consistent, repeatable, and systematic profits. So this is why it is super important to me. By the way, if you would like to know more about the PowerX strategy, get the book. There's a link in the description. You can get it from our website for $4.95, or you can get it on Amazon for $20. Anyhow, back to the best trading software with buy and sell signals. So it shows me exactly the 17 trades that happen. And you see, the software does it for every single stock. And then I want to see the performance report. Now, again, why is this important? I want to know, based on a $10,000 account, how much money would I have made or lost if I had traded this stock, CVET, according to the rules of the PowerX strategy? And on a $10,000 account, I would have made $12,116. So that's 121% ROI. I would have had 10 winning trades, 7 losing trades. So this gives me a winning percentage of 58.82%, so around 59%. The profit factor has been almost 4. I'll see the average winning trade has been 1,618 and the average losing trade 581. So I'm making almost 3 times as much money on my winning trades than I lose on my losing trades. Now, I also see the average trade length, and you see for me personally, it's always between 5 and 20 days. So on average, I'm 11 days in a trade. The longest trade that I was in here, if I had traded it according to the rules, would have been 29 days. See, this is super important because it helps me to decide going forward, right? Do I want to take the trades? And what should I expect when I'm entering this trade? So if I take this CVET trade and I'm buying it here, I know that I can expect 6 out of 10 trades to be profitable. I know that my average winning trade is 3 times my average losing trade. So therefore, this is a given. Now, of course, no surprise that all of this is a yes here because, again, I had PowerX Optimizer programmed to my specifications. But let's take a look at the wheel calculator in comparison. Now, as you know, when I'm trading the wheel, I'm using a very simple calculator here that shows me what to do. So the wheel income calculator actually allows me to enter my buying power. And based on this, it is telling me how many options I should trade. So let's go back to my criteria. I jumped a little bit ahead, but so it tells me my position size based on my account size. Does the wheel calculator have a configurable scanner? No, it does not. I'm thinking about having one programmed for myself, but at this point, it does not have a scanner. You need to find the stocks that you want to use for the wheel income trading strategy. By the way, if you would like to know more about both trading strategies, the wheel income strategy, as well as the PowerX strategy, I'll leave links in the description here. Anyhow, back to the wheel income calculator here. So it does not have a configurable scanner. Does it give me specific buy and sell signals? Well, sort of. It tells me the minimum option premium that I need in order to make this work for me. So, kinda. Is it giving me an exit? No, it doesn't. So I want to say specific buy and sell signals. Yeah, kinda. Does it give me a stop loss and a profit target? Not yet. I mean, in this version, right? Not yet. I might program a different version where it shows it here. So does this include a trade performance report? No, not at all. It doesn't contain a trading report. And when I don't have a trading report, I also don't have a performance report. So you see that there's only one yes. Anyhow, so the important thing is, how did we start this video? What we were looking for? We were looking for the best trading software. And again, in order to find the best trading software, the most important thing that you need to do is define your criteria. I mean, feel free to use my criteria that I have here. I mean, I've been trading for a long time, so I believe that these are the 6 most important criteria. Again, for you, it might be different, and this is where you can add or subtract some criteria or just have a longer list. And then you use the software that you actually want or consider investing in and say, hey, does this actually say yes to all these criteria or not? Because as you know, the 3 pillars of trading, you must have the right tools. So the 3 pillars of trading, number 1, you need to have a solid trading strategy. And again, if you're interested in the trading strategies that I personally use, watch videos where I explain these strategies in detail. Anyhow, number 2, you must have tools. And the tools is actually your trading software. So you need to have the right trading software and you need a great broker platform. So I did a video on the best broker. Feel free to browse this channel for it. And number 3, you need to have the right mindset. And we will talk about more of the right mindset over the next few videos. Is this helpful? Because I get the question a lot, what is the best trading strategy? So I hope that this helps. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and click on like. And if you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button and also hit the little bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video. Also, if you enjoyed it, feel free to share this video with whoever might find this video helpful, maybe in a Facebook group, maybe on Twitter, maybe on Instagram, or maybe just send an email to a friend. And I'll see you in the next video. Talk very soon.